Howdy folks, welcome to episode 127. Today we're going to continue on where we left off. I need to add some fuel here before we get moving, because we're going to need more of that, aren't we? And that should only leave us 2 scoops. Yep, okay. So, there we go. Alright, we should be able to get going here. Oh, those are going to be horrible because it's... Turn that down a little bit. Yeah, those are going to be really horrible because it's not 7 o'clock in the morning yet. Let's see. See? Turns into a slideshow. Slideshow. Alright. There we go. We'll wait till we get the engine past this switch before we speed up anymore. And then we just came from the whatchamacallit, so all the switches should be set. Because we got to make one more run with this. There we go. Alright, now we can speed up because it should be fine now. This is so bad. Alright, let's check, because on the other end, on the far end, we're going to want... Let's see, we're going to go through this. Should we turn around on this thing, maybe? Is that an easier turnaround? It's kind of big, isn't it? Or, you know what we could do? We could go to this. We can do this. We can turn around on this. There we go. Yeah, we can turn around on that. We'll come up to this. We'll go this way. And then we'll turn around that way. How's that sound? Alright. So, let this, I think we're just about to go over the peak, too. Cool. That's perfect. Yep. This will get us going a zillion miles an hour. She hit close to 40, wasn't it? Was it close to 40 that we hit with this? It was something like that. I think. Something. Man, we got that wildfire smoke from Minnesota. You walk outside and it smells like you're standing on a campfire. And you can only see about a mile. It's pretty bad out there. Okay. Worst I ever had was in Denver, the Hayman fire back in, was that 02, 03? Somebody set it on purpose too, because they were like, look, I'm going to put out the fire and be a hero, and then they didn't. Okay. Slow our roll here. There we go. Much better. Pretty sure our engine went off the rails there before. Only a couple episodes ago, right? Okay. Alright. Yeah, much better with the lighting. I wonder if that's an option you can turn off in the graphics options. There's a graphics options for lighting, detail level, or whatever it's called, shadows, something like that. I'm sure it's the shadows, the dynamic shadows. Okay, we've got this corner coming up here too. You just slow down for this. There we go. We're going to take this corner at 10. See, you need to put signs for all these, so you know the speed limit. That would be an interesting set of episodes. You just take the engine out and you swing it around all these corners until it flies off the corner, and then you take off some safety margin amount. You decide on a safety margin, probably half the speed that it flies off at, right? Because your n equals 1 when you're doing that. I mean, unless you're gonna like figure out consistently at what speed it doesn't fly off, and then you're gonna need a lot more iterations at that. I mean, even if you do it 100 times, you're still then you're spending more time trying to figure out how not to make it crash than you would cleaning up the crashes, right? There we go. Okay, 15. We'll take these at 15 or less. Because this is where we've crashed multiple times. See, I think that's what it is it goes across the curve of this doesn't match the curve of that. The curve of our track after the switch doesn't match the curve of the switch. Because you saw that it does like it straightens out a little bit before it continues curving. So it's turning right, so you're leaning over to the left, and then all of a sudden you straighten out, and then you lean left again. Right? I mean, and if you do that at the right frequency, you match the natural frequency of the train leaning back and forth, and you're going to have a bad time, to say the least. All right. I can speed this up now. I do have fuel and I do have water. Okay. Just making sure. Okay, so we're going to go up to the... what are you breaking back there? Can you hear? I don't know if you can hear the... knocking stuff off. She's doing the old... What are you doing? What are you doing? She's doing the old cat maneuver of knock everything off at the shelf. Everything off the shelf one at a time. Little chaos machine. Alright. I think they're even better than kids at breaking stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do... Alright, we're going to come down this. I'm pretty sure if you actually have traffic on your rails that this is a really bad way to turn around. This would probably be like the anti-recommended. We recommend not turning around this way. Okay. We're going to need to get this past the switch. And these are the non-spring switches, so you got to make sure that you're actually doing them correctly. You have to point them in the right direction, otherwise they'll otherwise you'll have a bad time. Alright, so past the switch, we want to put this in the center. That one's going to be in the center, and then we're going to back up. Okay. Alright. Cool. And then we're going to get the engine past the switch. Do we have a... Is that cactus on the track? No, it just looks like it from this angle. Okay. I'm like, how did we ever make it around that corner? Maybe we haven't. Have we ever gone around that corner? You know? That whole thought process. Okay, so this matches with this, and then these are going to take us across. This is going to take us in. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right. Did I... Let me see. Did I just do that backwards? I think I did. I think we went back in there, don't we? Why am I doing all of that just to go back in head first? I got that backwards. I totally did the math wrong. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Why was I thinking, yeah, you gotta turn up your screen mic. You're not yelling at me loud enough. That one. All right. On my stat sheet is my logistics. My logistics like rolled a natural 3. Okay. Let's see. We'll do this again. Take 2. All right. So this switch is going to go that way. Now we're good. Okay. I suppose I should have done this on the other intersection, because we would have had to turn around for that little squiggle, and then we have to turn around for the whatchamacallit. See, now that we're going backwards, I got to slow down before we hit that squiggle, because if we try to slow down while these are around the squiggle, then we're going to have a problem too. Whoops. Go like this so we can see where that is. There we go. We can see where it is, but we're not right on top of it. We can also see some of the train behind us. Let's see. Slow down a little bit. There we go. This engine is so sensitive with this. There we go. It is so sensitive with these turns. Okay. We have a little bit of reg. Here we go. Maintain our speed at least. There we go. We gotta keep our speed. Alright, yeah, that one is so tricky. I suppose we could round that out a little bit. I suppose that is able to be rounded out. Is it really? Okay. The camera always feels like it's too close. Okay, so we're going to have to load up 8 of these. Is that going to take care of... I think that's going to take care of the rest of what's there. I have to check. Let's see. Thank you for stepping on that. We're going to slow down just a little bit. There we go. All right. Can you see it going back and forth? Yeah. Yeah, that's always nice. All right. Nice and scary. Okay, so we need to get this back to... just back to the first thingy. That's where we should swap out the engine too for these. It's kind of interesting if you can't just full speed around everything sometimes. I don't know. This one, it just feels like you have to slow down too much. It's a little too wobbly. Okay. Let's see if we can get this lined up. And let me see. What is this showing on here? 10. Okay. I don't know. We'll see what we've got. See, it's wasting them. Okay. Reverser. It's going to do that for us. It's going to waste all of our inputs. Making outputs. All right. Here we go. We'll see. We'll see how close we get. But we should have a fairly full train. I don't know. The freight on this isn't so much that it's not so much on this that it matters whether the cards are loaded or not. The amount of freight, the amount of mass from your freight is tiny compared to the amount of mass of card to begin with. I think. I don't know. I didn't look at how much these weigh. Empty. I don't know what their empty weight is. Can we get? We can't get into H screen. What are you doing? Getting into everything. Getting into everything. It's a box. I'm gonna jump in the box. Cat logic. All right. See, it left it at 9, so now it's gonna. Yep. Then we wasted one there. All right. It's 2. I just like the guy that's sitting here watching the poltergeist move the move the freight, move the safes. All right. She's absolutely full of herself today. See, we're gonna waste the other one too. No, we got 0 left. Okay. So I'm curious if I start hitting the space bar. Okay, it loads from there. I was just curious as to how far back you can go and still have it load. I guess that's... See, we missed 2 cars worth of... 2 cars worth of it. We got robbed. Alright. And then one more. We should take it to the gold for cash place. Can we do it? There we go. They're starting that back up again. I think. Okay. So we're going to go forward. Alright. And we're going to make sure our switches are all set back up again here. Make sure these are going this way, and we'll set these. That's the best way to do those. Okay, and then everything else is how we came in. The rest of them are all good. Alright, cool. See if we can make it there. If we can make it there, we can make it anywhere. It's up to you. Alright. There goes my next copyright strike. You said the same word that somebody else said before. That's totally how copyright works. All right. Let's see here. All right, that's the engine's past the... Oh, you know what I need to do? I know what I need to do. What's our, yeah, see, we're going to lose. We're going to lose, whatchamacallit, so we need to let it take its time. We're going to lose our boiler pressure if we use it all up before this heats up, so we're just going to let it keep heating up. See, I don't want to have to break and waste all the energy that we put into this. I guess we're going to have to, though. There we go. Okay. See, we're going 11. Better not tip over. Look at that. The back wheels are coming off. The back wheels are still coming off. All right. A little bit. Get it moving a little bit here. There we go. Just get it, come on. Get some momentum. Okay. See how much of that we can keep. Maybe if I wouldn't let the fire get down to 0, you know, that would probably be a good idea too. Ow! What are you doing? That's half the flesh on my back gone. Okay. All right. She just jumped from like 3 feet above me onto my back and caught herself with her claws. Flesh is overrated. Okay. Now our boiler pressure should start coming up. Let's see. It's coming up. There we go. All right. Yep. Now we can use our boiler pressure because it'll at least stay even, and it should come up as this gets hotter and hotter. It should climb. Should. Are we using it as fast as we can add it? There we go. Interesting. See what it does now. Does it stay there? Is it creeping up? See, now it's creeping up because our temperature is hot enough. They need like a thing that as the fire starts cooling and when it hits a certain temperature, it sets off some kind of an alarm. Some clever mechanical device that does that, right? A bimetallic strip and blah, blah, blah. Not sure why this turn is necessarily needs to be so sharp. I guess it's because of this curve here. See if we can get around this corner without our wheels flying off the track. Okay, much better. Much better. Shadows are getting long. Are the lights going to come back on? Alright, we should be good. Should be good to go fast here for a little bit. What are you doing, Princess Vespa, over there? Oh, that's what she's doing. She's chasing a fly around the room. That explains it. Okay. Yep, she's chasing a fly around the room, and she's just... It doesn't matter what she destroys in the process. And she does... It's so funny that the different cats will pounce in different ways and stuff like that. And so, like, some of them, they'll pounce with, like, their shoulders directly over the thing they're landing on. That kind of thing. And she does the opposite extreme of that, where she basically extends her front paws as far as she can possibly extend them with her body. She'll, like, attack something by being as far away from it as possible. It's so hilarious. It just looks hilarious when she does it. And then they do the readjusting the paws, so they do this, and then they're like on the ground or on the floor, and they keep readjusting them because the thing that's under their paws moved. There we go. Okay, now we should be able to haul. Wow. Yeah, this is about what the visibility is outside. It's about like that. It's pretty bad. Yeah, there you go. That's what our visibility is. This right here matches it. It's like, I know there's trees over there, but good luck seeing them. Okay. This last treacherous turn, and then we should be able to get there. There we go. Alright. Engine should be able to do this now. I think we're good. Just letting the other trains that are carrying gold know where we are. So we gotta wait till we get over the hill, then we should be able to do this. It's foggy too. We'll put our light on. Our light that's visible from like 20 feet away. Are we over the hill yet? I think we are. I can't tell because she's jumping up the walls and everything. I can't tell because of the fog. There we go. We should be able to hit some decent speed here. And then we'll go on the correct side of the thing this time, right? I don't know if... See, I think you still have to drop it off on that platform, though. You can't just drop it off on the entire side of the thing. We're going to find out, though. Is this the top of the hill? I swear this segment of track is way longer than I remember it being. Whoops. Yeah, we're way closer. I just gotta make sure I don't hit the switch at 30. Is that morning already? Did we make it through the night? I guess so. What are you doing? It's over there. I need to jump across you. I need to jump across you and... Okay. Need to do this. I love the sound when the generator cuts off. That super high frequency. Oh man, that is so bad. And then I got a cat walking across my arms. Alright. There we go. We should be good now. So I think we're going down a hill here too. Yeah, see, I think we can drop it on that whole platform on this side. I think that's what it is. We'll check it out and find out here. Let's see if we can stop. All right. Is it? Oh, that's because I don't have any freight on that one. You can't drop off freight that doesn't exist for some reason. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how far back on the thingy we get credit for these. If I don't get clawed to death by my cat in the meantime. All right. See, we got. Can't even tell where the platform is. It goes up to that. No, it goes past the door. Okay. It goes past the door. Let's see what we can do here. Well, it doesn't really tell me that we got credit for them. What was that? It like suddenly sped up there. That was weird. Oh, and I got, what was it? I got Robber Baron. Whoops. I got the Robber Baron achievement. And I got today, just now, I got the Gold Digger achievement. Deliver 100 gold ingots to the Railway Express. 0.3% of players have this achievement. So 1 in 300, and the other one was the Robber Baron, was 1 in 250 people actually make. And that was just recently, so that wasn't like the money that I cheated in. That was, I've actually dropped off $1 million worth of freight at the places. Pretty cool. I know we're a little over time, but we gotta finish unloading this. We got all this way. Right. Okay. Would you stop? Alright. Anyway, that's gonna be it for episode 127. Join me in episode 128. We'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Not sure yet. But yeah, we'll do something fun. So yeah, I'll see you in episode 128. Later.